Shalom, shalom. Call Halayim La Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the hopeful elect brothers out there pushing this truth with all due diligence and sincerity, risking their freedoms and their lives to do so. Shalom to the sisters that do listen and are obedient unto this doctrine. And shalom to the speckled bird brothers out there pushing this truth as well and believing and striving for Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai in these last days. All right, as you can see, someone put together this meme, and you have all these different figures of what people see to be black excellence, us who was kings and shit, things that have a God-like rulership-like mentality, which are stemmed from the scriptures or stemmed from the way of life that the Lord wants us to have. But it's not the way. It's not the way. It's not the. It's just simply not the way, man. You know, I could say from not only the spiritual aspects of it, but also the core beliefs of, no accountability and just being guys and we was kings and shit, because most of these idealisms go back to that nonsense to where it doesn't have the same taste as the Bible, man. But I'm gonna get a few scriptures. This is Isaiah 30:8. It says, "Now go, write it before them in a book, it's like in a table, and note it in a book that it may be for the time to come forever and ever," which we know that that time essentially is starting now, because the time forever and ever, where this is going to be reigning, is going to be in the kingdom. But right now, here comes the bitter parts of correction and getting things right and cleaning the house. In this current time, while this kingdom is falling, verse 9, it says that this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord Yahweh, which say to the seer, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things. Because these people, they want that false prophet, they want that false philosopher to tell them and sing to them dreams, man. It says sing to us smooth things, Tell us that the black woman is God. All right, tell us that we got to band together for unity. It doesn't matter if you're a part of the LGBTQ. Tell us that we could be of the Nuwabian beliefs, man. Things like that. Whether it's true or not, make us believe it's true and just lie to us. That's what our people want. All right. This is Micah. Micah chapter 2, verse 11. And it says, if a man walking in the spirit and falsehood do lie. So the spirit that these people want is the spirit of falsehood. They don't want to believe in the Most High, because the Most High is true. He's in your face. He's telling you everything that you did wrong, whether you know it or not, shit that don't nobody else know or not. He's telling you some shit that you know so that you can correct it, not just to be a burden to you, but that burden, like when you get your ass whooped or you're stinging your hand in the fire, is to make you feel like, damn, I don't like how that felt, so I'm going to do something about it. It says, if a man walking in the spirit and falsehood do lie, saying, I will prophesy unto thee of wine and of strong drink, he shall even be the prophet of this people, because he's prophesying sweet things, mirth, happiness, that joyfulness, all right, where the scriptures say this in the scripture, man. If I can get it real quick. I want to get this Ecclesiastes 8, but I'm going to get this and then I'm going to get to the one that I wanted to get in 7. But this is Ecclesiastes chapter 8. Verse 5. And it says, whoso keepeth the commandment shall feel no evil thing, and a wise man's heart discerneth both time and judgment. you know, which, like it says in the scriptures, it was once upon a time the Lord winked at these things, but when he started speaking, you know, and showing you why this judgment is coming down and why this is befalling our people, those were the times to wake up out of this madness, you know, to understand that these are no gods and these are just idealisms of man. And most of these things were mirrored after, you know, those idols, they all came after the way of a man, you know. They were marveled after a man, and most of them were Israelite men, you know. Some of them, you know, you got this Rastafarian shit down at the bottom, and yes, I said shit. You know, if you don't like it, you can change the channel. But you have this, and in all actuality, Haile Selassie knew he was not the Lord. He said it. And his bloodline doesn't go back to that. Your bloodline is by your father. But you nonetheless, you know, every last one of these things you see up here is the idealism of bullshit. And it's like, you know, hey, once upon a time we believed in this because we believed in the unity of our people. But it's only one way that we're going to have unity, and that's through Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. You know, that's why it says, come out of her, my people. The gathering is going to be in the sky. That's what the Lord's people are going to be. That's what the true people are going to be that's going to be ruling, man. You know, it says, gather all the tribes of Jacob, Lord, and inherit thou them, as from the beginning. I think that's Sirach 32 real quick. I'm going to grab that. Because this is the gathering. It's in the midst of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. It's not in the midst of idols, man, and false beliefs. You know? Because that's the reason why the Lord casted us out in the first place, because of this. So that there will be no unity in this. There will be no blessing in this. There will be only baldness, mourning, gnashing of teeth, stank, whatever you want to call it. But this is Sirach chapter 36. Verse 11, it says, gather all the tribes of Jacob together and inherit thou them as from the beginning. O Lord, have mercy upon the people that is called by thy name, and upon Israel, whom thou hast named thy firstborn. O be merciful unto Jerusalem. But with mercy comes what? You don't despise mercy by doing that thing which, you know, the person that gave you that grace hated. It says, thy holy city, the place of thy rest. Fill Zion with thy unspeakable oracles, which, you know, the oracles are what? These laws, statutes, and commandments. And then going into the orators, which are the speakers of these laws, statutes, and commandments in the way of life to live, which is not this. And it says, in thy people with thy glory. And that's how it's going to be. It says, give testimony unto those that thou hast possessed from the beginning, and raised up prophets that have been in thy name. So this is to show that there is no more than one way. It's only one way. And the prophets are going to say that. The true prophets are going to say that. It's even mentioned in the scriptures that if a prophet tells you to go worship idol, even the things that prophet came to pass, don't follow that man. You know? Because the Lord sent him as a test. That at the end of the day, we still got to do this job. Oh, this brother mistreated me. Was it that? Okay, the Lord's going to jack him up. You still got a job to do. Oh, I did that and it didn't work. Well, you still got to do it, man. Because the Lord is doing that more than likely as a test. But, Fucking hate niggas. But yeah, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 7. I'm gonna start at verse 3. It says, sorrow is better than laughter, for by the sadness of the countenance the heart is made better. The heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, but the heart of fools is in the house of mirth. You know, which that's, hey, our people are coming out of that right now, because the bitterness of that is about to happen. And it says in the scriptures that better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof. So that this fruit that was on this place is turning bitter. It says, it is better to hear the rebuke of the wise than for a man to hear the song of fools. And this is a song of fools, man. Because at the end of the day, it may sound good, you know, but just like all those rap songs, what's the end of it? Niggas get shot. So that's the same thing that's about to happen with you listening to these spiritual songs of these fools. It's gonna end bitter. It's gonna turn corrupt. That record is gonna get scratched with that weird sound, and then that's when the hell is gonna come. But with that, I pray this is edifying and that our people come out of it, you know, because there is no other way. You see what's happening before your eyes, man. You know, the words of the prophets are speaking, and our people need to turn from this, you know, because all this gives you the ideologies, you know, which is of another God, to be every wicked thing that I've named, from a homosexual to a gluttonous pork eater, and a person who eats abominations, adulterer, a manslayer, etc., man. Every wicked thing that the Lord is not with. An extortioner, a man of the flesh. So with that, I'm going to say shalom and a Bible ball.